how do you get maximum exposure on social media as a creator, a coach, a consultant, an expert in something? You've got something that you're so good at that other people will pay you for what it is you know. And by the way, even if you're one step ahead of someone in a specific skill in something that they want to achieve, people will pay you for what you've got. And we're in a world where this knowledge business is growing and expanding by billions and billions of dollars every single year. So how can you get more exposure specifically using the beautiful tools that we have at our disposal called social media? The thing is, if you are not building a brand on top of your products and your services, then you're constantly going to be focusing on the old-fashioned methods to get business, like physically going to networking groups and joining different clubs and going to have physical coffee with every single person that you meet. And by the way, those are still sound tips and sound advice. And if you want me to, let me know in the comments if you want me to make a video in the future for how you can get exposure off of social media, because that's definitely something we could talk about. But social media is a beautiful tool because you can literally speak and show what it is that you do, and people will see it who are in your audience, and they will reach out to you and say to you, wow, Brandon, Joseph, I want what you've got. I want you to come in and talk to our team. I want you to talk me through this specific problem that I have and help me to come to a solution like you did in this free piece of content. Without social media, you're constantly going to be wondering where your next client is coming from. So I'm here to help you prevent that. So the first way for you to build and gain maximum exposure when it comes to social media is, number one, you've really got to choose the right platform. And I've talked about this in a previous video, but which social media platform is best for you to focus on? Are you a video person? Then YouTube is a great one. LinkedIn is also growing when it comes to video content. A lot more people are doing that. But really, when it comes to choosing the right platform for you, the big question is, who is your ideal client, the person you're looking to reach? Again, this is the first thing that you need to know. You can't skip past this, life coaches. Life coaches, don't skip past this. Who specifically do you want to help? Well, Brandon, I want to help everybody. That's awesome. You got a big heart. I love that. But this is a business life coach. Okay, you need to choose one specific type of person that you want to help. Find out where they're hanging out. What social media platform are they hanging out on? That's simple, but it's really not. It takes a lot of introspection, and I talk a lot about that in previous broadcasts. Be sure to go check them out. So which platform are you starting on? Choose one, not two, not three. Choose one, especially when you just start out. Number two, you have to surround yourself with your people. All right, we didn't even talk about putting out content yet. You need to surround yourself with your ideal client. Find the groups on the social media platform that they're hanging out on and join those groups. Join the events that these individuals are either hosting or putting on. Get in those events, get in the chat box, interact with them, connect with them, start having conversations with them. Join networking groups where your ideal client is hanging out. There's so many different types of networking groups. I can think of like 3 or 4 right now that I'm mingled in with. I'm not really a part of any one specifically because a lot of my business now is inbound, which is incredible. But get yourself in specific networking groups. And really the key here is to start having conversations. And another great way to do that is find out on this platform that you're on, who are the top influencers in your field, the ones who post often. Find those top influencers and start engaging and commenting on their content. Get engaged with them. Start liking other people's comments. Comment back to them. Only the people who are in your target audience, unless they're just a really interesting person and you want to network and have conversations with them. But don't fall into the trap that I fell into, talking with a bunch of different people outside your target audience. I met a lot of cool people doing that. People who actually became clients in the future, but also people who I've networked with and we've helped each other to grow in our business. But you really want to focus on having conversations with who your target audience is. And once you choose your platform, number one, once you start having conversations and joining the groups and the events and following the top influencers in your space and having conversations that way, please understand before I go to number 3, Conversations is how you enroll clients. Conversations is how you'll sell your product or your service. And this is why it's really important for you to have a product or service that's not just $50. One of the biggest mistakes that I made at the beginning was I priced one of my courses at $47. And this is like a 4-hour in-depth course where by the end of it, you have laser focus on what it is you want to achieve in your life. It's actually, I'm biased, of course, but I've had a lot of people go through it who like it. And it's only $47. So how many conversations must you have in order to sell a course that's $47? In order to actually make a living wage, I have to have like 15 conversations a day, so at least 10 of them buy the course. You should have a product that's priced at least at the $1,000 mark, okay? Whether it's a one-time product, a do-it-yourself course, or you have a program that you guide people through. If it's one-on-one, it's obviously going to be more expensive than that because your time is worth money. But anyways, we've talked in the past about how to price your product. But once you're having those conversations on the platform with your target audience, number 3 is to consistently create strong content. Now, you're following people who are your target audience. You're connected with people who are your target audience. They're seeing your posts. Every single piece of content that you create should be solving a problem that they have. Bonus points if you start a conversation with them and you ask them, hey, what are some of the struggles that you experience as a life coach, as a consultant, as an expert? I want to create content that is directly relevant to you. So what is a question that you have that I can answer in one of my future posts? These broadcasts, I'm not creating the topics. You guys have been telling me what you want to see, what you want to hear. You guys have been telling me the topics that we're talking about. Someone asked me about pricing your coaching. Someone asked me about how to get exposure. I'm answering your questions because I know that I'm going to help you. And it's a numbers game. The more people I'm able to help and solve the problem through free content, the more people that are going to message me and say, Brandon, I would love you to work with me one-on-one and help me specifically in my business. Or if you're a business consultant, that's when you're going to have leaders messaging you and say, hey, what would it look like if you did something like this with our team? It takes time to develop inbound leads. But at the beginning, outbound is very relevant. And let me know if you want to see a video where I talk all about getting and going outbound to enroll new clients. Go in the comments and let me know, and I can talk about it for a specific platform. But really, LinkedIn is my bread and butter. That's where a lot of my clients come from. And in your content, by the way, don't be afraid to give it all away. Your signature system, give it all away in your content. You could probably take your system and make like 20 videos from it. So if someone wanted to, they could go through all of your content, all of your videos, and know intellectually what they need to do. All your videos could help somebody to create unstoppable confidence. It could help somebody to make more money. It could help somebody to enroll clients. It could help a business to do this, this, or this. But don't be afraid to give it all away because you don't think they're going to want to hire you if you do. I literally give you guys everything. I'll give you any answers that you want in my free content because I know 1 out of the 5 or 10 people who are watching will say, wow, I would like his help or her help in tailoring a package or a program to me specifically with my specific business. I would love somebody to guide me through to help me get this specific result over this period of time. Never be afraid to give it all away. And the 4th tip and the final tip is stay consistent. Don't just post 3 times a week for 2 weeks. If I go to your profile today, I should be able to go to your profile in 6 months, in 1 year, and see that you've been active every single week, 3 times a week, creating content, engaging with your ideal clients. You will have clients at this point. You'd have to try really hard not to. If you're really active on whatever platform of choice, you're very vocal about what you offer, you're helping to solve problems with your content, and you're actually starting conversations with your ideal client, you will have clients at this point. But that 6 month to a year mark is really when a lot of the inbound starts coming in. Hey, Brandon, I saw your broadcast 3 months ago, and I think I'm ready to work with you specifically. Can we have a conversation? That kind of thing happens all the time, and it can happen to you, and it will happen to you if you follow these specific steps to get exposure for your expert business. So I want to know, what strategies and philosophies are you going to use from this video in order to get maximum exposure on your social media, to build a brand and to enroll more clients? Let me know in the comments. And by the way, if you liked this, hit that subscribe button and hit the bell so that you see all new videos that we post like this one. And if you found value in this video, hit the like button down here, because it lets more people see the same video to help them as well. I know you might be thinking, Brandon, this has been great, but I want to kickstart my progress. I want to accelerate my results, and I want to work with you specifically. That's awesome. I'd love to have a conversation with you about what that could look like and how I support my clients. Click the first link in the description below to schedule a free clarity call so you and I can talk about what working together might look like for your business and the results that you want to see. Be sure to check out these videos next, because if you liked this one, you're going to love these ones. And until you and I talk again next time, continue to be better.